What is up, guys? CNS3 here with TechRichGames, and today I'm doing something fresh, something new, something a little different than what we normally do. Today I have with me the Legend of Zelda Monopoly that I got. Trying to get that without having too many reflections of stuff in the background, but so I picked this up today at GameStop, and I thought it'd be cool to do an unboxing video for it, since it's a video game based Monopoly Collector's Edition, and I'm really excited about it. I'm a huge Monopoly fan, and also I love Legend of Zelda. It's amazing, as I'm sure most people do. So let me get a scissor real quick, my pretty pink scissors. Slit this a little bit on the side of the box. Don't wanna mess any of that up. Okay. So, got that. Oh yeah, so pretty, so pretty. Okay, so now that the wrap's not on there, it's not as bad, the reflection. So right here it shows Monopoly Legend of Zelda Collector's Edition. Yeah, and then on the back it has what's the contents and a little bit about it. And I did pick this up at GameStop, so I have the exclusive, if I can get it right, Ocarina of Time piece, which is exclusive to GameStop, so that's pretty cool. So let's open this bad boy up. Maybe tilt the camera down a little bit. Alright. First time I do an unboxing video, so it's going to be kind of rough around the edges and stuff like that. But we'll save the board for last. And then, of course, they have the little inserts. Just telling you how to play Monopoly and stuff. And then they also have the 60, you can play it in like 60 minutes. I don't know what this is. Let me get my scissor again and undo that tape. Because this is interesting. I want to know what it is, because it's not something I see in normal Monopoly games, Okay. I'll keep the scissors right here so that we don't have to get up again. Oh, sweet. This is actually really awesome. So inside that little treasure chest is a map of Hyrule. So basically I opened the dungeon chest for a dungeon map. Well, technically it's the overworld, but that's pretty sweet. I like that. I'm actually going to put that up on my wall. But for right now, I'll put it back in there. Keep that safe. That's pretty cool. I like that. That is awesome. So you get a little nice collector's item, as well as, you get a collector's edition. Excuse me. Okay, so I'll get onto the money next. Man, I'm actually going to need this scissor a lot more than I thought I would. Okay. So let's open that. Okay. And this is actually really cool. I like how they did this, so that I can see the camera. But the rupees are actually the currency in the Monopoly game, just as they were, in the actual game. So we have the typical Monopoly colors, the one. Try to focus on that. We have the 1 rupee, the white one, even though in game it would technically be green, but we're not going to be picky about it. The 5 is pink. Actually, this is the more modern colors of Monopoly, because this used to be yellow, but the 10 is now blue. They kind of changed a little bit of them. The 20s were always green, so that's okay. I guess because they changed it, because the yellow was a little too close to the 100 color, but the 20s are green. It may be kind of hard to see with the lighting. Hope it's not that hard to see. The purple 50s, which if I'm not mistaken, I think that's correct. I think 50 is purple in the game. I don't quite remember. The beige, tan, golden color 100s, and then the golden orange 500 rupee. So that's really cool. I like how they did that, and they didn't just, you know, do some other form of currency, but you know, it makes sense. Makes sense, and it's really cool. I like that a lot. Had some 10s stuck behind the ones. Okay, so let's put that off to the side here. All right. So next we have the hotels and houses. The houses are, you know, little green houses, and the hotels are green. I mean, gold. I'm sorry. The houses are green, hotels are gold. Typical, you know, Zelda colors, gold and green. That's pretty cool. But I think they're referred to as Deku Sprouts and Deku Trees in the game, so I'm not 100% sure. Let's see what this is. It doesn't have anything on them, so we'll see. See. So they got a cool Triforce logo if it wants to focus. There we go. Try to center that. There we go. Oh, okay. This is kind of interesting, actually. That's just a blank card. But basically, is different ways to play Zelda. Monopoly, I should say. So it's like custom gameplay rules. So this one, for example, says randomly deal each player an item card at the start of the game. You must use your item card's directive once per game. So for example, they have like the Ocarina of Time, the Harp, and a whole bunch of other stuff. The Wind Waker, Minish Cap, Spirit Flute, and Phantom Hourglass. And each one has a different ability. So like the Ocarina of Time, for example, removes the ownership of any single property from an opponent and return it to the bank. Use this power at any time. So they each have something that, you know, kind of makes sense. Ocarina of Time, you go back in time. The Goddess Harp has, after landing on an opponent's location, remove all improvements while voiding any penalties on the location. So it kind of makes you like invulnerable for that turn, I guess. So that's really cool. You know, they have a whole bunch of different stuff to make it a bit more custom and change the normal game of Monopoly to have some kind of cool like Zelda intake on it. So that's pretty interesting. And in this pack is the cards, the property cards, and so let me get those out the way. So these are like the house deeds. So for example, you have like Death Mountain. Focus. It's hard to do it like from the opposite end. So everything's backwards. So yeah, and then you have, you know, normal colors. It looks like the colors are different. Yeah, they changed the colors, I think, or maybe they're just out of order. We'll see on the board later on. Oh no, I think they just changed the order of them. That goes there. And then the railroads are different. Epona, King of Red Lions, but we'll get to that when we get to the board. I'll talk more into that. But I just want to kind of briefly go through the cards. So we have the empty potion vials and the chests. So I'm assuming the empty bottles are essentially your chance, whereas the chest is the normal community chest. So it works that, you know, they have a chest in the game because you get to reuse it, and it makes sense. But off to the cool part is the little tokens, which are always a cool feature in collector's editions. Not only are the property different, but you also get cool items, and I'm going to put these probably on the thing so they can focus. And then we have the Triforce, because, I mean, obviously you can't have a Zelda game without the Triforce. That would just be sinful. Then you have the hook shot. You got that one. You got the Gale Boomerang. Pretty cool. And then let's see, you got Link's Bow. This is actually probably my favorite, the Hyrule Shield. I think that's going to be my token I'm going to play with. I'll fight people over it. I like the way it looks. It looks sweet. And then the GameStop exclusive token is the Ocarina of Time, which looks pretty sweet. And then on the other side, they have little holes on the flute. Alright, and is there anything underneath? No, the rest of the box is empty. Cool deal. So, with further ado, let's open up the game board. Let me move these out the way real quick. I'm going to try to get a good view of the board from that angle. Oh man, this looks awesome. This looks really awesome. So here's the game board. Try to get it all in the frame at once. And this is really sweet. So, as you can see, you have, I can't really read upside down, it's kind of hard. The Elemental Sanctuary and the Minish Village in the brown. You also have the door fee to open a door. The Spirit Train, Loftwing, King of Red Lions, and Epona are the railroads in this one. The light blue, you have the House of Gales, Sacred Realm, and the, I can't read, Laurel Castle. And then I'll just turn it so that way y'all can see it. Then you have the normal jail. I guess they couldn't really, I'm trying to keep it to where, like, okay. I mean, they have a jail, so. Then you have the Forsaken Forest, the Tower of the Gods, and Dragon Roost Island in the pink. And then you have the Bomb Shop, which is your one of your utilities. And then you also have the Potion Shop here on the other side of the board. And then in the orange, moving on, we have the Four Sword Sanctuary, Death Mountain. I just read this earlier. The Vates, I can't read that upside down. The Vades Palace. Man, I had a tough time with that one. Alright, and turn the board again. In the red, you have the Gerudo Desert. I may actually butcher these names because it's not like they're ever said in the game, you know, because they kind of just speak gibberish. So if I'm mispronouncing them, I'm sorry. It's just how I always called them. So, and then you have the Zora's Domain and then Twilight Realm in red. And then on to the yellow, you have Snowhead, Great Bay, and Clocktown. Moving on to the last strip of the board, you have in the green, Elden Volcano, Faron Woods, and the Skylofts. And then on to the blue, you have Hyrule Castle and Temple of Time, which I am not surprised that Hyrule Castle and Temple of Time made it to the dark blue. I honestly thought it would have been vice versa, but, you know, it's all good. And then you have the Mask Merchant as your last fee. So, yeah, overall, this is really cool. And then you also have, you know, the nice Zelda, Legend of Zelda theme mid-board with Link there being all cool. Yeah, so that's really sweet. I really like it. I can't wait to play it. So probably sometime this week I'll get some people together and play it. Probably my girlfriend, Chaz, and a few of our other friends, get a game going. But you know, I'm really excited. I'm glad I bought this. I've been really wanting a cool Monopoly. I've only had just like the basic Monopoly, and it's one of my favorite board games, if not is my favorite board game of all time. So this is a really cool one to have. So if you're a Monopoly collector, or you like Nintendo, Zelda, or if you're a collector of those things, I highly suggest this game version for you. It's truly awesome. And like I said, I just can't wait to play it. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Hopefully, you know, there may be some other things for me and Chaz to do unboxings for. Because I think this is pretty cool. So if you guys like this, please hit a like button and comment below. You know, it will truly help us know if you like it or not, and also show us support for the channel. So thank you guys again. This is CNES3. Peace.